Welcome to Buffzone as we preview week 7 of the Colorado football season. Last week I got to do this from the beach in Los Angeles. This week from cold and rainy Boulder, but it is nice to be home, and the Buffs love being home as well. They are 4-2 coming into this week, 2-1 in the Pac-12. Obviously coming off the loss against Southern Cal last week, 21-17, where offensively they did not play very well. It was their worst game offensively of the season. They didn't take advantage of 4 turnovers that the defense got them, only scoring 1 touchdown off of those. So basically it's one of those games that they're trying to put behind them. They've got Arizona State this Saturday night here at Folsom Field at 6 o'clock for homecoming, and the Buffs basically trying to put that USC loss behind them and look forward to this week.
I think we're rebounding pretty strong. Coach Mac's definitely been on us about practicing hard and getting that intensity back in us. Last Saturday we kind of came out flat. We didn't play Colorado football, so we're definitely trying to get our edge back this week.
As has been the case the last several weeks, the big question surrounding the Buffs is who's going to play quarterback. SEFO LIUFAU still has not been 100% with that right ankle sprain he suffered back on September 17th at Michigan. Steven Montez, the redshirt freshman, has played well in his absence, and there is some question about who's going to play this week. SEFO's getting better, but both quarterbacks and Coach MACINTYRE talked about that this week.
I think I feel a lot better every day, and that's kind of how I want to take it right now is a daily process and kind of see how it goes on a daily basis on, cutting, running, throwing, different kind of things. And so, but I feel good every day, each growing day, so I can't complain. I think, like you said, being competitive, you always want to be out there. You always want to be out there with your teammates and playing. If it's not the right move, then you have to do what's best for the team and put your self-interest aside in wanting to play. And I think I've done a really good job of that. And as you see, we have people very capable of going out there and playing the position, and guys around stepping up so that they can help him make plays.
I think, you always got to plan to be the starter, and I think we've handled it really well, being good friends. So, again, this week, like I always say, whoever Mac puts in, they're going to give us a really good chance to win. And whoever doesn't end up starting is going to be behind the starter 100%. I don't know if determination is the thing that's going to be the problem. I think it just might be experience. That's what's going to be the turning point. Because determination, we're both competitive, we're both hungry, we both want to win. So I think it's about even on both sides.
We're going to work this week like we did the previous few weeks, and see how SEFO's feeling and go from there. We're all going to do whatever best for the team, if it's to play Steven or if it's to play SEFO, and they both are completely on board. I don't see a selfish bone in either one of their bodies. That doesn't mean that both of them don't be out there playing every down either, but they truly understand the team concept.
Also of concern to Colorado this week is the quarterback issues over at Arizona State. The Sun Devils have their own quarterback problem to worry about this week. Their starter, Manny Wilkins, has an ankle injury, a high ankle sprain that he suffered a couple weeks ago. He did not play last week in their victory against UCLA, and they're thinking he might play this week, but they don't know for sure. They've got other quarterbacks that have been injured, and they might have to turn to a true freshman, Dylan Sterling Cole, this week. And Mike MACINTYRE talked about how that might impact the Buffs as they prepare for 2 different quarterbacks.
To me, that's a very, very scary thing on our part, to prepare a team that we don't really know who's going to play quarterback, so to speak. So if they're doing that, they have 2 excellent, not good, excellent running backs. And they have a very big, powerful offensive line. So, I'm preparing for them if the one quarterback doesn't play, that they're going to run the ball a ton, and they have good enough players to do that and can try to control the game, so to speak, in the run game. If one of the quarterbacks plays that is able to run their offense exactly like they want it, then they got their whole arsenal. So we're preparing for the whole arsenal, and then we got to prepare for isolated areas where they're going to maybe not say they would make it easier if a quarterback's his first start that hadn't played a whole lot. So we're working on all of it, and it kind of makes it a little bit harder for us, I think.
As far as scouting Arizona State, they are 5-1, 2-1 in the Pac-12. They've had a great season, and both these teams, Colorado and ASU, are projected to finish at the bottom of the Pac-12 South. They're both leading the Pac-12 South at this time. Arizona State has been much better this season than most people expected. They're still aggressive on defense, and offensively they've got a lot of weapons. Even if Wilkins doesn't play, their running game concerns the Buffs. And Mike MACINTYRE talked about the scouting report for Arizona State and what he's worried about this week.
They're an aggressive, good football team. Todd Graham's an excellent coach, does a great job with them. And defensively, they're aggressive, and they got good players offensively. They got playmakers. You know, their two running backs are big, powerful guys, and really, really good. They're going to be hard to tackle. We've got to make sure we tackle them well.
For the Buffaloes, it's a chance to be back at home. They've only been here a couple times this year, but they've done well at home. And for a 6 o'clock game, they are energized for that night game. Bryce Bobo actually talked about what it means to play at night here at Folsom Field.
First of all, I love night games. I think most of the guys on the team love night games and that kind of atmosphere, especially in Folsom. We're expecting a lot of fans, and we're just trying to, we're trying to come out with a big win, especially over ASU, someone that we haven't beat yet.
All right, last thing before we let you go is our Buff of the Week, and I wanted to pick a freshman this week, a guy that we haven't seen a whole lot of, but I know you Buff fans are very excited about. BISHARAT was a 4-star running back recruit that signed last February, the true freshman. We've seen him on special teams, a little bit carrying the ball, and I wanted to catch up with him this week and just kind of see how he's doing halfway through his freshman season and see how he's adjusting to not only college life, but his role in the offense and special teams.
It's been really fun, especially getting with the older guys, especially that running back crew, really tight group. I'm not getting a ton of reps at running back, but a lot of special teams, so it's fun to be able to get out there and play. I'm just trying to start my role. They say it's special teams, so I'm going to do my best on special teams. And I'm not going to throw a fit about anything. I'm here to help the team. It's really difficult. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big home guy. I got a lot of good friends back home, a lot that go to Cal, things like that, and I miss them a lot, but I'm out here doing business, and as soon as business is over, I'll be on a flight back to Sacramento. So, Oh yeah, I love it here. These guys are great too. I got a lot of great teammates, guys that are always, taking me under their wing and making sure I'm good.
All right, that'll do it for us this week. We'll look forward to seeing you again next week as we preview the game at Stanford.